All right. We are live, baby. Let's do it. Okay, we're here. We're freaking here. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We just watched Pittsburgh Steelers. Carson Wentz, my God. That was absolutely horrific from Carson Wentz. That was crazy. It was terrible from Wentz. Absolutely terrible. Minnesota tries to get the comeback. Wentz can't make it happen. We are live. Don't worry, guys. I put $200 on the Bills, so I know the Saints will win. Sometimes you got to do that. It's the emotional hedge. I do it all the time. What is up? Face of the franchise has arrived. AK in the slot. Kendra rushes up the middle. I think that'll be sweet. I say we just run it with AK. Yeah, the Bills are on a parlay today, so we have a chance. There you go. What do you think about the Steelers' decision to punt? Horrific. That's one of the worst. I mean, that's up there, man. That's up there with one of the worst punts I've ever seen. 50-yard line, 4th and 1, minute left. 1 yard wins the game. You're up 3. And you say, you know what? I think it's easier to stop them from getting a field goal than getting 1 yard. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. It was tough. You haven't been liking Miller? Let's see what Kendra Miller's doing this year. I have a sneaky feeling it's not going to be good. Let's see. 17 for 59, 3.5 yards a carry. Better than I thought, honestly. But I'm more of a I always err towards just letting your best players be your best players, you know? Like, instead of getting cute with running or whatever, it's like, let's just see if we can establish the run with Alvin. You know what I mean? Hi, James, you the GOAT. I appreciate that, man. I think the Pels, all right, look, I do this every year, but I think the Pels are going to be better than people think. Trey Murphy, most improved player. I'm liking that award market. Pels to make the playoffs. I think it's like 9-1. I like that award market as well. Let Devin Neal be running back 2. Like I said, we got to worry more about running back 1. Eagles looking good. Oh, the So-Miss? Yeah, man. 3-2. Big win yesterday. I need them to be in the conference championship game. That'd be huge for me. All right, in this game, bets that I have. Josh Allen under 6.5. Chris Olave over 5.5 receptions, laddered to 10. Juwan Johnson over 4.5 receptions, laddered to 10. Alvin Kamara over 49.5 rushing yards. I also have Jackson Dart over 6.5 rushing yards in another game. I have the Falcons on I think I have them plus 1.5. I got them early in the week before the market movement. And then I have a New England-Atlanta parlay. I think that's it for the noon slate. I think so. I had Minnesota, but that blew up in my face. Took your advice and bought in on receptions. There we go. All right. Yeah, Tyler Shuck and Spencer Rattler's birthday today. Interesting. Took Saints plus 18 alt line. That's tough. First game of the start, no line. Yeah, we got Talise Fuaga, Trevor Penning up in there. So I think Kendra's one of our best players. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I mean, for his career, you know, Kendra Miller shows flashes, but you got to be better to be like one of our best players, you know? Man, Kool-Aid again. Yeah, they're going to pick on Kool-Aid, man. Everybody, that's just been the MO. Yeah, it's just been the MO. Everyone just kind of finds Kool-Aid. All right. USM -4 last night. Oh, yeah, easy one right there. But, yeah, Talise Fuaga's back. Trevor Penning's back. So, interesting to see the offense. Look, here's the deal. We have got to stop them. We've got to contain them. We know they're going to run the football. We know what they're going to try and do. Our run defense has been good. We got to remain. The only way we're going to remain in this game, Atlanta, early strike. Yep. Kyle Pitts. Oh, no. Just a 26-yard gain. I got red zone up on one screen. Got the Saints game on the other screen. Got the chat on one screen. I'm all over the place. James, I have the Ducks and the Nittany Lions. I didn't have either. I watched the game, obviously, but I didn't play either, man. The number was crazy. It was 3.5 all week long, never moved. I only had 3. Let me know, chat. Let me know, chat. Did anybody see it? 3rd and 5. Let's see. Right at Kool-Aid. Damn, yeah. Stream nuked. Yeah, there was a little glitch there. We should be back, though. Should be back. We should be back. I think the stream had a little glitch in the matrix. Yeah, stream crash. Stream crash for a second. We should be back, though. We should be back. We should be freaking back, ladies and gentlemen. We should be freaking back. If we are back, chat, we are back. Just so I know that we are, in fact, back. If we are indeed back, I need to know that we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, get Quincy Riley in the game, man. Get Riley in the game. I've seen enough. All right, ladies and gentlemen, did anyone in chat see my LSU Ole Miss preview video? Let me know. All right, 2nd and 5. Allen slip. Okay, little screen. Okay. Oh, my God. No way. Khalil Shakir spinning all over the place. What is going on? Khalil spin moving everywhere. All right, we got to have... And the Eagles with another punt block. Crazy, man. Eagles had 2 field goal blocks last week and now a punt block this week. Crazy. Let's see here. Let's see what happens. DeMario doesn't make the tackle. Then Sanker doesn't make the tackle. Double spin-a-rooney from Khalil Shakir. Shakir with the balance of Alvin Kamara, yeah. All right, Saints got to have success on the first drive. Well, let me tell you this. So we put out the LSU Ole Miss video. Of course, I got LSU people in the comments saying, you don't know what you're talking about. They've never seen a defense like us. This is going to be 20-point win for LSU, 10-point win for LSU. Man, do I hate being right all the time, huh, ladies and gentlemen? Lord have mercy. Yeah, we got to play Quincy Riley. I don't get it. I don't get that one. I mean, that's not really on a cornerback per se on that play. That's more on like, hey, DeMario, hey, Sanker, you got to make that tackle. You can't have Khalil Shakir spinning all over the place, spinning like a top son. Is 27 still? Yeah. He was in on that play. He was getting blocked into a different dimension. Parker Romo attempting a 38-yard field goal over here and nails it. All right, Atlanta up 3-0. I'll do a little red zone play-by-play as well, ladies and gentlemen. LSU's offense, it's not the offense, it was the defense. Defense gave up 450 yards. Defense gave up 450 yards to Ole Miss. Couldn't get off the field. Ole Miss was also 50% on third downs. That was it. That was the loss. Tennessee misses a field goal immediately. What's your prediction for this game? What did I say? 31-17, I think was my final. 31-17, I think was it. This can't be my reality. This can't be my reality. I watched the Saints be so successful for so long as I've been a fan. I'm super delulu, but damn, at least my delusions feel good. It'll be all right, man. It'll be all right. It's one drive. It's one game. It's 1 week. Jackson Dart. There's a scramble. There you go, Jackson. There you go. 32-17 is very... 31... What did I say? 31-17? 31-17, yeah. I think Nuss might be hurt. Nussmeier's got to be hurt, right? Only reason he's playing as bad as he is. We got to have success on this drive, man. That's the deal. I'm less concerned about what the Bills did on their first drive than what the Saints do on their first drive. Is Jackson Dart letting it rip? Yeah, I also had that 25-1 Jackson Dart Rookie of the Year ticket we talked about on Monday Night Football stream the day before he got announced as starter. Get some. They're showing Niagara Falls. Anybody ever been in Niagara Falls? All right, come on, offense. Come on, offense. Do something early, man. The offense just has to be, like, I say this every week, but they just have to, man, Jackson Dart, run, touchdown. There you go, baby. Jackson Dart runs in for a tutty. Oh, and he hits a little dance, son. All right, here we go. Do special teams make a resurgence? I mean, it can't get much worse, right? Can't get worse. All right. Need something. Need something from this drive. Need something from this drive. Come on, man. Need something from this drive. Man, whoever that was for Carolina just mossed whoever that was for New England. Kamara gets put in the $1 million dream sleeper hold there. Yeah, Kamara gets put in the dragon sleeper. All right. This is a new shirt, ladies and gentlemen. What y'all think? Feeling good, feeling fresh. All right. What we got? We got, okay, Olave's motioning in the slot. He doesn't know what's going on. They didn't know what the hell was going on. Kellen took the timeout, or was it delay a game? It might have been so many different things. Thank God. Good timeout from Kellen. That was a great timeout from Kellen. Great timeout, Kellen. W. Great timeout. That's a W. We should get a point. We should get 1 point for a good timeout. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Should it be 7-1 right now? Joe Flacco is dealing. I don't know if y'all just watched that throw. All right. 2nd and 11. We need like a 5-6 yard pass here. Get it to third manageable. All right, boom. The pitch to Alvin. Banks out there. Go ahead, Alvin. Oh, gee, ref, throw a flag. That was late. That was late. That was crazy. That was late. That was I don't know, man. Protect the players. I'm all about protecting the players. What's up with your background? It is the Gamecast. The background is the Gamecast. I can't show audio, can't show video, so we get my elite level commentary and the Gamecast of the game. All right, 3rd and 7. Where's Olave? Rattler, step up. Go ahead, son. Birthday boy. Birthday Rattler. There you go. Score wasn't refreshing. You got to call ESPN for that one, my boy. You got to call ESPN customer support for that one. You got to go 1-800-ESPN customer support. Get them on the phone. Here we go. One of these. Boop, 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 boop. Hello? Yep. Yeah, I'm watching the Face of the Franchise's stream. Y'all's Gamecast isn't loading. Would you please upload faster? All right, TTYL. Buy a shirt, buy a mug, buy a hat. Get one of them going. Rattler does it himself on his birthday. Blows out the candle. Someone say back to Alvin. Alvin with a quick and easy 2-yard rush. 2nd and 8. I didn't realize my boy Adam Shine was on the CBS NFL Today. There you go, Adam. Adam's doing the little in-game update. All right, 2nd and 8. Better than 2nd and 11. People forget. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. James, did I hear you say that it was LSU's, that it wasn't LSU's offense that was a problem? It was no. Reed, brother, Reed, listen to me. Reed, listen to me. Reed, check it out. Let me help you out, my man. Reed, check it out. What I said was, in my preview video, we talked about how we were going to learn about LSU's defense, where LSU, had an interesting schedule to start, and the defensive metrics may not have been what they looked like. Jesus, Jawan. And so in the preview, we said, we will learn about LSU's defense. Are they a generational defense like people were saying? Or is it not exactly the case? Then we talked about how giving up 450 yards to Ole Miss, not getting them off the field to end the game, and allowing 50% of conversion, or third down conversions, tells you that they were propped up by that schedule and or Ole Miss's offense is that damn good. All right. Hell of a play by Jawan. Look at this formation. Kendra, flash. Kendra! Get in the end zone, son. We're freaking back. Ladies and gentlemen. We're back. All good, Reed. All good. We're just having fun. We're goofing and gaffing, brother. We're freaking back. All it took was for Juwan Johnson to look like the guy from the Goofy movie. What the hell is his name? What was his name? The musician? I forgot his name. But it looked like he was doing some of his movements. Juwan Johnson was moonwalking on the damn sun. And now we get Tutty. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 7-7. Well, it's 6-7 right now. Groupie? Ladies and gentlemen, it's 7-7. We're freaking back. We win in the division. All right. That's what I like to see. You got to feel power line. Freaking power line. Anthony Palazzo, brother. Jumping in there. Power line. Yeah, Juwan Johnson went full power line. See how good our drives are without effing penalties? And our starting offensive line. Interesting question. Sky, I'll give you that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get an applause. Let's get some applause for Sky. Sky said, run Kendra Miller. I said I was drooling all over myself, said something about run Alvin Kamara. Looking like a doofus. And Sky knows what's up. Offensive coordinator Sky. Making some chocolate chip banana bread today. Ooh, baby. That's nicey. That's freaking nicey. Drake May. Thought he threw a pick. He did not. Just an incompletion. O-line is locked in. Super Bowl. Let's go. Defense got to step up. Defense gets to stop here. We might just win the Super Bowl. Supporting the Saints from Ireland? Sam, did you go to the game? Dublin? Or where we're at in Ireland? Speaking of Ireland, I just went to a Hozier concert. In New Orleans what day was that? Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Unbelievable performance from Hozier. Refresh the ESPN page, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? All right. We just got to get through this part. This is a YouTube situation. What is going on with YouTube, man? Let me see here on the back end. YouTube. Yeah, I think it's a YouTube situation. I think this is a good old-fashioned YouTube error. We just got to fight through. Unbelievable. Yeah, I just looked at the back end. I think it's a YouTube thing, guys. We just got to fight through it. Allen lets it rip. Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies for the YouTube refreshing and the YouTube stream. My apologies. I don't know what the hell YouTube's problem is holding down the face of the franchise. We just got to hold them to a field goal. Hold them to a field goal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do a score update across the league. We got Atlanta 3-0, Buffalo, New Orleans 7-7, Cleveland 7-0 on Detroit, Houston 3-0 on Tennessee, Carolina 6-0 on New England, Chargers are Giants 7-0 to the Chargers, Philadelphia 14-0 against Tampa. Okay. All right, here we go. 2nd and 3. Okay, James Cook. Bounce to the outside. Yadam with one of the worst angles I've ever seen. Get Isaac Yadam a protractor. Get him back in geometry class, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Natural Nate? What's up, Natty Nate? What's up, dude? Ref missed a hold on that run, but NBD. Yadam is buns. We should pick up Asante Samuel Jr., who's supposed to be ready in like November. All right, 1st and goal. Let's see here. We need to hold him to a field goal. A miraculous. All right, James Cook right at the middle again. Boom, 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 bumbling, stumbling. Finally taken down. Was that a fumble? No. All right, he's down at the 1. 3rd and goal. Or 2nd and goal? 3rd and goal? Who even knows? Drake London, tutty? Looks like we got a tutty in Atlanta. Yep. I think Drake London just got a little tutty. So it should be 10-0 Atlanta over Washington. They might be able to run every play and they'll win. Our run defense has been good, so it's shocking, but, you know. Let's see here. 2nd and goal, James Cook, Knox. They use Knox as like a blocker. When Knox motions like that, you know the play's going to follow him. There you go. James Cook, franchise record, tutty. Started cooking fantasy this week. He cooking. There you go. This might be the worst defense in the league. Definitely the worst pass defense. The run defense has been good. All right. You know what we got to do, ladies and gentlemen? We got to score on this drive. We got to trade punches. Not exactly where we want to be. We got to trade punches with the Buffalo Bills, but sometimes in life, it is what it is. And the defense has to exist at some point. All right. Okay, back on offense. Back on freaking offense, ladies and gentlemen. I need Kamara for fantasy. Yeah, me too. I got Kamara as well. I need I got like nothing out of Trey McBride on Thursday. So I need some players, and I got CeeDee Lamb hurt. So I need some players to step up for me this week in fantasy. It's absolutely cooked. I'm not even gonna lie. I think it's 2000 and late. I think it's kind of sus. Here we go. Brandon, $1.99 super chat. Where is Stutzman? He's on special teams, King. E has super chatted $4.99. Fire the fucking DC and sign new defensive players. Our defense is trash, he says. Let's see here. Kool-Aid with 4 tackles in the first quarter is crazy work. Sold on my picks. At what point does it become irresponsible to keep Kool-Aid in? Staley is trash, they're saying. Chat is at ends with Brandon Staley currently. Chat has said Brandon Staley no bueno. Looks like New England just returned a punt. Is that what happened? Or was that a pick? What was that? It must be a punt. Catching the back end of it. Maybe a punt return for a touchdown for New England, or was that a picky 60? The world will never know. It's like Baker threw a pick on the other side. Philadelphia is routing Tampa Bay. 14-0, and then they just got a pick. No audio on the... Yeah, there's not going to be any audio. Can't play audio. If we play audio, we will get copyright striked. And you don't want the boy to be copyright striked, do you? Staley hot seat watch. I mean, he's got to get it right. I don't think they're going to fire him mid-game, but yeah, if the defense doesn't get right by the end of the year, yeah, Staley absolutely could be on hot seat watch. His seat absolutely could be bubbling. All right, offense. Here we go. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. All right, here we go. Cut up field, son. Well in. Man, what a man. All right, here we go. Here we go. Second possession for the boys. Can we find success again? All right, we had a little special teams holding. Never what you want to say. James, what's the over-under for how many punts we forced today? Oh, man, I could have told you pregame. Jackson Dart's playing the game. Jackson Dart's absolutely cooking. Christopher came in. That was a good old-fashioned, like, you know, ringing the doorbell, leaving a brown paper bag of poop on fire on the front doorstep, and just hauling ass down the street. Alvin Kamara cuts up field. Alvin, boom. That's a 15-yard run ski. Christopher rolled up, knocked on my front door, left a flaming bag of poop, and said, "I'll see you later, King." I opened the front door, and now I got a poop-smelling inferno sitting on my porch. And I'm like, what the hell happened? I look down the street, and Christopher's sprinting in flip-flops. Christopher's sprinting. Oh, Spencer with the play action to nobody to Jack freaking Stoll. So offense is cooking right now. Pammy, what's up, Pam? How's it going? Arsenal, come on, you Gunners. All right, here we go. 41 is old? Question, is Christian McCaffrey old? Is Derrick Henry old? Multiple choice. Fill in the blank. You answer yourself. All right, here we go. Here we go. 2nd and 3. You got a lot of options here. Give it to Alvin. Let Alvin pick it up. No problem. He gets it. First down. Firsty. Oh, it's a joke? There you go. My fault. That's on me. My fault. Let's see. Rodriguez with a 48-yard run over there in Washington. Okay. Good first quarter. Cleaner operations. Oh, we're running a play. Okay. Rattler. Thought we were going to take it to the end of the first there. Rattler. Rip. What a throw. What a throw from Rat Daddy. Flag in the secondary. Could be defensive holding. Looks like it is. All right, good stuff. Man, the stream is bugging again. My apologies, guys. I don't know what it is. My internet's I'm hardwired in. My internet's insane. Unless it's a Streamlabs issue or something going on, but we just got to weather the storm. All right, good first quarter. Good throw at the end of the first quarter, too, by Rattler. Rattler had to move around a little bit, found Rashid down. Good first quarter. Good first quarter for the boys. You got to feel good about it. Rattler is in flow state right now. Is it because it's his birthday? Is that the question? Our defense can't stop a snail. We're seeing in chat. It is crazy him and Chuck have the same birthday. That is insane. It's crazy. That is crazy. Offense is, I like what the offense is doing right now. I like the flow. I like the balance. I like what we're seeing. Let's not get too carried away. James has been saying all week that the Bills' D is atrocious and it's showing. Am I on a different level or what? Oh, okay. Chris 2, the sequel, has subscribed. Thank you very much for the tier 1 subscription. I appreciate that. All right. All right. We got to have some success on this drive. Field goal, something, anything. Get it on this drive. Got to have something. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm seeing the conversation in chat about Rattler like, just being all right. Like right now, like that's fine. You know what I mean? Like he's a second-year player, 5th-round pick. We're trying to see what we have in him. It's okay that he's fine. Like I think too quickly people want a player to either be a Hall of Famer or a bust, right? It's okay to be fine. It's okay to be okay. It's okay to be good. It's okay to be above average to average. It's the NFL. You got 32 quarterbacks, starting quarterbacks. They all can't be Hall of Famers and they all can't be busts, right? It's not as easy. And that's kind of what we've been talking about this week. You know, like this week we've been talking about it where sometimes as like just analysis, it's easier to live in this like it sucks or it's the greatest thing ever. Like even with movies and stuff. What a play. What a play for Shaheed. I didn't know where the ball was. You know, like movies, right? Like nowadays, what do you see when people talk about movies? What do you see? You always see a movie come out and then people immediately say it's either the greatest movie of all time or it's ass. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's okay if it's good or it's okay if it's not great or average or whatever, you know? And especially with young players, like too quickly you make that call and too quickly we see players like CJ Stroud or Mac Jones where it's like, oh, after 1 year, the greatest player of all time. And then they struggle, and then it's like, oh, well, yeah, maybe not. Okay, here we go. 3rd down. Got to have it. Got to have it. 3rd and 5. Crazy formation here. Alvin's up in that, like, okay, Olave, a little motion in. Trying to see if it's man. Motions like that tells the quarterbacks what the defense is doing. Man, horrible. Jesus, that was terrible. Yeah, he that was definitely forward. It was definitely forward. Got batted down. I mean, what the hell happened on the left side of the line? Yeah, it was incomplete. Show me that. Immediate pressure on the left side of the line, right up front. There's nothing Rattler can do there. Rattler took a shot. Damn. Let's see. Man, Eric McCoy with the Olay. Man, I mean, ref, that was a bit egregious to the head there, ref. How is that not? I mean, it looked like a shot to the head for old Rat Daddy. It came from the right side, so it was either McCoy or Ruiz. Yeah, it's going to be targeting. What? It hit the defender. It hit the defender. I thought it was batted down. McCoy and Ruiz both missed blocks. Yeah, I mean, like, those plays like that. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, here's another little inside football. When you get pressure, when the defense has pressure like that up the middle immediately, that is a total breakdown. Like, there's nothing, the play can't do anything. The play is over. Whenever you have immediate pressure up the middle like that, it's just the offensive line completely sold. plays over, plays dead. It's exactly how that is. Like, there's nothing else you can look at, nothing else you can do. It's up to the quarterback to try and make some chicken salad, if you know what I'm saying. All right, here's a punt. Wasn't blocked, which is a win. All right, good punt. That was a hell of a punt. $9.99 from Benico. Benico, that's my man with the hat, right? I recognize the name. $9.99. You always give me another lens to look at things. There you go. That's what we try and do here. That's what we try and do here, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we try and do. Try and offer another lens into being smarter fans, to giving better analysis. Yeah, I thought it was a hit to the head as well. It looked like he was targeting the Rat Daddy on his birthday. That was a pretty good first. Let's see. I mean, obviously that last drive you're not happy about, but total yards 145 to 111. Yards per play, this has got to go down. 10.4 is crazy. Yards per rush, we're averaging 7.6 yards per rush. That's nicey. Time of possession is relatively similar. 2 penalties, you like to see that. They're cleaning it up. Third down, 1 for 2, 1 for 1. Too small of a sample size to really tell either way. Not bad. Obviously, the 10.4 and the 7.4 are crazy numbers, but overall, not bad. Not bad. We have heavily leaned on the ground, 10 carries. I mean, you average 7.6 yards a carry. You run the football. All right? So, not a bad first quarter. Defense has to be better, and the third down play was horrible. Yeah, it was a good punt. Good punt. Good punt. Wasn't blocked. Feels good. Let's see. We need a turnover. Man, you aren't lying. A turnover would be huge. We just need something to break our way. We just need something to break our way, man. Just a turnover, fumble, something. Man, I mean, there's nothing worse. Like I said, it absolutely drives me insane to see a play blown up with interior pressure like that because the offensive line is completely sold. Hate that. Hate that. Jackson Dart doing things against the Chargers, ladies and gentlemen. My 25-1 offensive rookie of the year ticket looking nicey. Scattaboo runs down to the 3. See, all right, ladies and gentlemen, the Giants. Okay, the Giants are a good example. They're kind of doing what the Saints had to do in like that 2017-2018 period where they said, you know what, let's get the young guys involved. All of a sudden, Scattaboo, Jackson Dart, Abdul Carter, like those players are slowly kind of changing the culture and the energy of the Giants. And, you know, that's kind of where the Saints are headed. The Saints are headed towards that, like, all right, you know, I've said it for 6 months, but it's like, who's going to be the young players? Where, you know, when, and it could be next draft, it could be the next draft. You never know. You know, you have no idea how it's going to play out. But that's what you need to change the culture. You know, like that's what has to happen. You got to find the whoever's going to lead you into that next chapter, that next era of the same. It could be Quincy Riley. It could be Danny Stutzman. Maybe we have to turn to them to fix the defense. Possibly. You know, we don't know yet, but that's what you need. What a play. Who was that? Sanker? What a play by Sanker. Damn. That was nice. That was freaking nice. Super King Koopa, $4.99 super chat right on my front door. We came in with a run first game plan. Awesome, but defense is going to change this into a pass heavy game quick.